and welcome to the Geico 500 from Talladega. I'm AJ.
Joined by BJ.
And Brittany.
This is race 6 of 13 this season.
After this race, there will only be 2 races until the playoffs.
Now it's time for our picks. I think Joey Logano will win. He won Duel 1 and had a great run in the only restrictor plate this year. BJ?
I'm going to go with Gray Goulding because this is a restrictor plate and anyone can win at Dega.
I think David Reagan will win. He's really good at restrictor plate tracks, so this is his chance to get into the playoffs. Now to your ones to watch.
First up, Kyle Busch. He starts on the pole today.
Second driver to watch, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He won the Coke Zero 400 last year.
The third driver to watch, Kyle Larson. He won the last race, the Coca-Cola 600.
And finally, we have William Byron, the most recent winner on a restrictor plate track.
As the cars roll off, take a look at your starting lineup.
In row 1, we have Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr.
In row 2, it's Kevin Harvick and Ryan Blaney.
Next up, we have Joey Logano and Chase Elliott.
In row 4, we have Ryan Newman and Alex Bowman.
And rounding out the top 10 is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Austin Dillon.
In row 6, it's Kurt Busch and Denny Hamlin.
In row 7, we have Kyle Larson and Clint Boyer.
And in row 8, we have Paul Menard and William Byron.
Then it's Eric Almirola and Jimmy Johnson.
Then in row 10, it's David Reagan and Bubba Wallace.
And in row 11, it's Brad Keselowski and Eric Jones.
In row 12, it's Daniel Suarez and Jamie Mack.
In row 13, it's Trevor Bayne and Casey Kane. And rounding out the field, we have Ty Dillon and Gray Goulding.
Your race facts: 0% chance of rain and the fuel window is 8 to 10 laps.
Green flag in the air for Kyle Busch.
Truex gets a nice start even on the restart.
Truex to the lead into 3 and 4.
Blaney now battling with Truex for the lead.
Kyle Busch pushing Truex, who will lead lap 1.
Harvick goes around and collects a few others.
Byron gets turned. Huge crash into turn 2.
Red flag is out. Boyer up on the wall.
There's Byron and Hamlin is up on the wall and flipped over.
Daniel Suarez and Austin Dillon are also involved.
There's Harvick, who will be done. Elliott and Bowman may be able to continue.
Hard contact between Blaney and Newman will end their days. Let's take a look at a replay.
Watch the number 4 towards the bottom of your screen.
Not sure what happened. He just got loose and hit Blaney.
Newman got collected and Blaney was trapped.
Stenhouse led his line underneath the wrecking cars.
I'm wondering what happened to Byron and those guys. Where did they plan all of this?
And look at how fast Blaney is going. He's just plowing into Kevin Harvick.
Very bottom of your screen, William Byron gets hit by Bubba Wallace.
And Byron gets turned, collecting Wallace and Hamlin, and it is on from there.
Hamlin actually goes upside down. Now to Brittany with Clint Boyer.
Hey, Clint, after that wreck, how do you feel 2 races to go until the playoffs?
I'm feeling okay. I came into this race 39 points above the cutoff, so it is physically impossible for us to be out after this race, but I'm definitely feeling the pressure. I do think that we will be able to make the playoffs, but we got to hit our marks these next 2 races. I don't feel too good about Indianapolis, but we had a decent run at Vegas. We can't make any more mistakes.
Thank you, Clint. Now to AJ and BJ with Denny Hamlin.
Thanks, Brittany.
Now, Denny, how do you feel about your spot in the playoffs? We're not doing well. We are 23 points behind the cutoff, and after today, this gap will be much, much bigger. I think it's pretty much a must-win situation. I feel most comfortable with Martinsville, but without that track, I'm not liking our chances of victory at Indy or Vegas. Mathematically, we have an 8% chance of winning either of those races. So we are definitely not in the best situation, but not over till it's over. Thank you, Denny.
Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman are both still in the lead lap after making repairs.
The red flag has been lifted moments ago.
Green flag back in the air for the 78.
Even as they go down the backstretch.
Truex has the edge into 3 and 4.
Logano is still right there on the outside.
Truex will clear for the lead. Kyle Busch will get 2nd.
Truex and Busch working together. They run 1-2.
Stenhouse Jr. will get 4th. Now 3rd as Logano heads down pit row.
Spinner in the grass, it's Kurt Busch.
Caution, it's out here on lap 8.
Let's take a look at our replay.
Kurt Busch on the left of your screen.
He gets hit from behind by Paul Menard.
and he just goes spinning through the grass. Joey Logano will be able to get fuel and tires.
For a second there, I thought Kurt Busch was going to hit Joey Logano.
But then he starts spinning the other way. Lucky break for Logano.
This caution means pit stops for the drivers.
Let's see where everyone ended up after their stops.
Kyle Busch will win the race off after everyone took 4 tires. Truex and McMurray both have penalties on pit row.
Green flag in the air for Casey Kane. He and Ty Dillon both did not pit.
Kane and Dillon battle down the backstretch.
Kane has the edge in the 3 and 4.
Coming to 1 to go. When and where Logano makes his move.
Ty Dillon falling back. Probably not going to be a factor in this finish.
Stenhouse in 3rd. What can he do? Go with Logano or Kane?
Coming to the line, Casey Kane will win the Geico 500.
He will burn it down as he clinched the playoff.
Casey Kane, the last-second decision to stay out will help him win the race. He had a half a lap of fuel left.
Casey Kane will now be the 6th driver to clinch the playoffs, and he will be the 6th different winner this season.
Casey Kane, as his lone sponsor, will win the Geico 500.
Logano will get his 2nd straight top 5 of the year.
Finishing 3rd was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Nice run for the 17 team, and he needed it.
Paul Menard picks up his first top 5 this season at Dega.
And so does David Reagan, who ends up 5th.
Now to your full finishing results.
Greg Alling finishes 6th, and Ty Dillon fell all the way to 7th.
Only 17 cars finished this race.
Now to your point standings.
Kyle Busch to 1st, and Larson and Truex are tied for 2nd.
Kevin Harvick, the last driver in right now.
McMurray is only 1 back, Bowman is 9, and Elliott 13. Now to your playoff picture.
There you see the 6 out of 12 drivers in with 2 races to go until the playoffs. I'm AJ.
I'm BJ. And I'm Brittany.
And we'll see you next week at Indianapolis.